Section number 4 of the Children's Wonder Book. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Linda Marie Nielsen, Vancouver, BC. The Children's Wonder Book. Under the Plum Tree by Susan M. Day. Lawrence lay on a sunny bank under a plum tree, where hung a few late plums, ripe and tempting. He was not looking happy. He said, half aloud, "I am the most unlucky boy. Nothing ever goes right with me." Just then a plum fell from the tree quite near him. Then it rolled down the bank out of reach. "There!" he exclaimed. "That is always the way. If I had been some other boy, it would have fallen where I could have reached it." At that moment he felt himself slowly sliding along, not down, the bank in a most peculiar way. Presently he stopped, and just then another plum fell, hitting him sharply on the mouth, but it bounded off, and followed the other, out of reach. He heard a merry laugh close behind him, a very small laugh, but as merry as sleigh bells, and as musical. Then a voice, still full of laughter, say, "Oh, you should have had your mouth open." He turned his astonished head, and, as a tall flower nodded towards him, he saw a dainty figure about the size of a grasshopper, with a face like that of a lovely little woman, balancing itself above the shrubs about him. "I heard your naughty speech," the voice went on, "and I thought I would give you a lesson. You are talking nonsense, you know very well, because there is nothing in luck, except in being in the right place at the right time, and having your mouth open. That means that you must be all ready yourself to take the good that comes to you." "Was it you that pulled me along the bank just now?" "Oh, no," rippled the soft, laughing voice. "I never do anything myself. I have little people to work for me. Now, two of my servants, very plain creatures they are, but cheerful and good to have about one, are just the people to help you. I always call them Right Time and Right Place. And I told them to drag you with their strong little hands to be ready when the plum fell. But you wouldn't open your mouth." And again the voice laughed in a teasing way. "I wish I could have such slaves always," said Lawrence, growing a little red under this constant laughter. "Well," she said, "wherever you go, they shall go with you. If when you feel the touch of their little hands you will obey them, they will lead you where and when the gifts of fortune shall be. All that you need to do is to remember to have your mouth open." Slowly Lawrence rose and went home, a different boy from one of an hour ago. From that time it was astonishing to see how he prospered. Boys wondered, and as he grew to manhood, men wondered at his success. When, at the close of a long life full of honors and riches, someone asked him the secret of his prosperity, he said, smiling, "Right time and right place have been the leaders of my life, and all that was left for me to do was to obey them and keep my mouth open when the plums fell." End of section 4. Recording by Linda Marie Nielsen, Vancouver, BC.